Hello, my name is Aryan Chaudhary. I work at TLG, and today I'll be talking about the toolbar function in Zoom and how to teach others to use or better understand the features. The Zoom toolbar allows the host and others within the meeting to utilize multiple features that allows them to use Zoom to its full potential. These features allow for users to interact with each other better, and it gives them the privacy they need when necessary. This video will describe each function and what that would mean to your learners and students and how they should use them going forward. The toolbar includes a mute and hide video option seen in the bottom left of the screen that either hides their screen or mutes their mic when needed. If there's many people in one meeting, having the users mute their mic might be a good option to ensure there's no unnecessary distractions. And giving learners an option to hide their camera can also be beneficial in establishing good relations with them and allows them to slowly work towards shortening their camera and being more comfortable in the meeting. So if I would like to mute my mic, I can click the mute option here and it will cross out the option, and if I want to know if I'm muted, it will say you are muted. If I click it again, I am then unmuted. Same thing for the video. If I click stop video, it will hide my video and it will show this screen and the screen to me and to others. If I click it again, now I can see video and others can see my video. Next, you have the participant section of the toolbar, which shows the user who else is in the meeting. So if I were to click this button, it shows everybody in the meeting, which at the moment is just me, but if there's other people, you'll see all their names lined up and their status of their mic and their video. So it also gives me the ability to send out invites or mute others in the meeting. If I would like to invite somebody else, I can click this button, and if I want to mute individuals, I can hover over their name and click mute, or click the mute all function right here. I can click the option again, and it takes it away. Next, we have the chat functionality in the toolbar, allows users to write anything in chat. Now, this could be to talk if voice chat is not working as intended, or maybe let others know there might be a problem with your own mic, or just pasting information such as links to websites or documents. This is one of the more important functions of Zoom that a learner may interact with in a meeting, as the program needs a way to share text and written information, which this feature provides. So by clicking the chat option, this box then appears on the right side, which I can begin typing. So I can type right here, and it shows up in the chat. And if I want to type to a specific person, I can click this button, and I would have the option to if there was more people in the meeting. I can click this again, and it goes away. Next, we have the share screen feature, which will be covered more in detail in another video, but the general idea is that the screen of the host can be shared to other members of the meeting, and this can be used to showcase one's ideas and points better, or ensure everyone's on the same page. Next, we have the reactions button right here. The reactions option allows everyone to use certain emotes and raise their hand. If I were to click this, you can see all these different emote options, and if I click this, I have even more. This reactions feature also gives me the raise hand feature, which is pretty important. It allows a user in the meeting to raise their hand, which lets everyone else in the meeting and the host of the meeting know that I have a question. So I can click the raise hand. My hand is then raised, which lets the host of the meeting know I have a question, and I can lower my hand. Next, we have the apps option, which if I were to click here, then shows different apps to use in the meeting. So the app option allows the meeting host to utilize multiple different apps to enhance the experience of the meeting by making it more interactable. If you go to Discover, you can then see a bunch of different ones, and examples of these include mini games, note-taking features, timers, backgrounds, things like that. Now, a learner may not use this feature too often or even have the opportunity to do so, but it is a tool that is available regardless. So I can click this off and we go back to normal. And finally, we have the whiteboard feature. And the whiteboard feature creates a blank white screen Similar and has similar features to the annotation feature that will also be talked about in a different video. But in general, this feature allows users to draw, insert shapes, and write text. This can be a good tool to allow learners to implement their own ideas to topics and give them the creative freedom in different situations. As I can see, I have my past whiteboards here, and if I want to create a new one, I can click right here, click Open and Collaborate. Now this screen will pop up, and everybody in the meeting can then join this whiteboard and start collaborating together, start working together. On the side, we have the different options, such as drawing, using lines, different shapes, or adding text. If I would like to leave the whiteboard, I can then click the Close Whiteboard option seen at the top of the screen, and it brings me back. There are two more features to talk about, such as the Record feature and the Breakout Rooms feature. The Record feature will not be covered too much in this video, as it is not used too much in the learner environments. However, it allows you to record the screen and save the file for later. And for the breakout rooms will be covered in a different video, but in general, it allows you to separate others into private rooms that allow them to work together or alone. That concludes this video tutorial on how to use the toolbar function of Zoom. Hopefully it describes how each section can be used and simplifies the process.